Hello! Welcome to Phantasy Star Online 2. Finished Chapter 2 of Episode 5, which, other than the Gedenholt stuff, is probably very boring. It is very boring. All 5 of these episodes have such slow-ass starts. But from this point on, it's going to get a little bit better, because it's going to start focusing more on the whole diving into the past of the hosts of Darkflowers. And, I also get their powers as well. Episode 5 is going to start picking up a bit. Thankfully, Episode 6 isn't like that at all. It's straight to the point. It's great all the way through.
Xiao, are you sure this new power is safe?
I didn't pin you for such a worrier, Matoi. Like I said, there's no sign that anything's wrong. All the readings are completely normal. There's no indication they've absorbed too much of the F factor or anything like that. It's nothing at all like becoming the profound darkness. You could even say it's the opposite.
You could also say that I'm basically the anti-profound darkness.
But why don't we just ask you? How do you feel? Anything out of the ordinary?
There's this strange... Well, now let's go. Actually...
Come on. Can you not see what a mess you'll make if you run your mouth now? Keep your damn trap shut.
Using this power you took without completely absorbing it to manifest a dark falls and use it to fight. It's a lot like Avatar arms. I've never seen a power manifest like that. Why now all of a sudden? Logically speaking, I bet it has something to do with the ephemera. Maybe that interacted with the Guardian's photons to create some new power? But aren't the ephemera themselves like fragments of the profound darkness? How could something like that give you power?
Sierra, who do you think is the host of the profound darkness right now?
Oh, maybe that's why I don't sense anything off about you. I think I agree with Matoi. Your photons are flowing normally after all. Do you feel all right?
I'm not surprised that Matoi is worried, really. We'll keep digging and running checks, but for now, I'm just glad you're doing all right.
After a bitter struggle, the Guardian had wrested Wayland from the bloody grasp of Emperor Shredder. In Coento, the Crimson Fellworm had been sealed away once more, thanks in large part to the Sword Maiden's valiant effort and Luther's quick thinking. With these looming threats dispelled, the Kingdom of Coento enjoyed a moment of hard-earned rest. In the aftermath of the Crimson Fellworm and Wayland's fall, a single peaceful week passed. Hariette took her place as Coento's new monarch. She and her retinue convened in the throne room to discuss their next steps. One among them seemed distracted. Any word from the Sword Maiden regarding the Crimson Fellworm?
Our army is keeping watch as well. They've reported no problems as of yet. The Sword Maiden herself reports that the seal looks likely to hold for the time being. As for Wayland, true peace seems a long way off. The land is still rife with Castrum Demonicus, but the intermittent conflicts along our border with Wayland have settled down at least.
Then let's keep preparing to send them food and resources. Helping the people of Wayland back to their feet should be our top priority.
Our own land is far from rich in such resources, my lady.
Be that as it may, if we bungle this first approach to them, the consequences will be ours to bear forever. If we scorn them for being from another country, it could spark riots. We must avoid that at all costs.
What drivel, Hariette. Don't waste your time pandering to the riffraff of other lands.
Luther, do you know what you're saying?
Words of reason, my dear sister. Do you know what will throttle all inklings of resistance? A few executions. Show them blood, and they'll fall in line.
Seems like the real him is showing back up.
Then, we send word that if they stand down, their lives will be spared. No one would dare ignore us after seeing how we laid low the mighty weight.
Luther!
I'm sorry. Please, forget I said anything.
Very well. We don't want to meddle in Wayland's affairs and risk causing a ruckus. We'll ask them to sort out who will rule.
Normally, the late Emperor's younger brother Elmir would succeed the throne, but he has vanished.
Luther, what's wrong? Is something the matter?
I'm not feeling well. Please excuse me and carry on, everyone.
Something about him doesn't seem right. He's not usually so aggressive, is he?
Oh, Luther.
Things kick off fast. She's getting abducted immediately.
How did this happen? I didn't create the child just for things to end up like this. Wait. If I could only become all-knowing, then I wouldn't have to stoop to such foolish methods. Why won't you respond, Xion? Are you trying to tell me that it was the only answer there could be? No, 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 no! This is no solution! This is unacceptable! Yes. Yes. My knowledge will know no bounds. And then I'll...
What's the matter, Luther? You're the one always telling me to knock. Luther. What's wrong?
Oh, Hariette. My greatest masterpiece. You don't belong in this place.
What are you...
That was Harriet's voice, wasn't it?
Lady Hariette! Is that... Master... Luther?
I'm picking up Dark Falls readings. Could using the ephemera have awakened it in him?
It's no use. I'll never hand over Hariette. My greatest masterwork. When infinite knowledge is finally mine!
Stop! No. How could this be? How could Master Luther take Lady Hariette right from under our noses?
Boo, boo, boo. Time to fight Luther
Are
again.
you all right, Varuna?
I'm not the one we need to worry about. As irksome as it is, we must accept Master Luther's betrayal and deal with it. We must contain word of Her Highness's disappearance. It would shatter the foundations of our entire country if the news spread. We must search for her in absolute secrecy. Understand, Guardian?
Right. We know what we saw. It's up to the three of us to do something about it. Do you know where he might have taken her?
Master Luther has always guarded his secrets. Her Highness might have known, but I couldn't even begin to guess. However, we may have a trace of his movements. I've received unconfirmed reports that a castrum demonica has been summoned to the north of the capital. What's more, they said the fortress was summoned by a winged supernatural being of unknown origin. That points strongly towards one conclusion.
Man, he probably would have succeeded if he didn't do that. Idiot.
So Luther summoned a castrum demonica as he fled?
As Her Highness's adjutant, I must keep the kingdom's official tasks running smoothly, so her absence goes unnoticed. Can I count on you, Guardian?
I'll save her. Promise.
I am in your debt.
As the party approached the canyon area in search of Hariette's kidnapper, Luther, they saw the castrum demonica looming over them as though to block their path, as the spawn of Luther the Fallen were summoned forth.
The Guardian hurried to find where Luther had flown off to, with Hariette, his unwilling companion. Each castrum demonica that was newly summoned in northern Cuento served as a breadcrumb on the trail. Luther's very use of these demonic fortresses proved he was no longer the same Luther the Guardian had met on Omega. Approaching the first castrum demonica, the Guardian stopped short, gazing on in complete shock, as a terribly familiar enemy emerged.
Castrum demonica confirmed. And it looks like Luther's minions have been called in too. I guess we can stop wondering whether Luther was the one who summoned the castle. Well, we can't just leave these things be. And there might be some trace of Luther here. Time to get our hands dirty.
The scenery of this fight is nice.
Emergency code due.
Killed that guy in the back. Wow, he's sending everything. Oh, never mind. I thought that blue Rindigo guy was there. Again, if he didn't summon this castrum demonica, we probably would have never found him. Well, I mean, I guess when he started flowing his energy later, probably would have found him then. But he'd probably be closer to succeeding. There! That's what I was thinking of earlier. Oh good, we completely skipped that part. Nice. Cool. Goodbye to that hand. Goodbye to that hand. I love it when I finish a fight with that.
I'm not picking up any more readings from the Castrum Demonica. Maybe we can follow some trace from the summoning. What? What's the matter? Luther? Why won't you tell me where we're going?
You'll see.
But I'm supposed to be studying courtly etiquette today, so...
You're quite the dedicated student, aren't you? Don't worry, it's just one day off. It'll hardly make a difference.
But I made a promise with Mother that I'd keep studying every day. What kind of daughter would I be if I couldn't keep that promise?
Well, I happen to have my own promise to keep with Mother. And mine involved bringing you here. And on that note, here we are.
It's so pretty! I've never seen so many flowers.
Mother loved it here. She asked me to bring you to see it. Even your selfish brother couldn't spurn a deathbed request like that.
I can see why she loved it. I can imagine her coming here.
Royalty has no business crying. We live by the support of the people and support them in turn. We must not show them weaknesses.
Yes, I understand.
But look, do you see anyone else? As long as you're here, you don't need to act brave. For now, the only ones here are you and me. And Mother's spirit watching over us.
Mother's spirit?
She's always there by your side. This is no tale I'm spinning to try and comfort you, Hariette. It's just the truth.
Mother! Mother! I miss you so much! I wish you could hold me, stroke my cheek again. Tell me how proud you are of me. Mother!
It's all right. Cry all you need to. I promise, those tears aren't in vain. No one told me I would have to look after you quite this much. No use complaining, I suppose. So much clinging from you. And here I was sure you hated me.
Don't say that, Luther. I don't hate you at all. It just seems like you're the one who hates everyone. Or maybe it's just that you're not interested in anyone else.
Now, why would you think that?
Because you're just too smart. Luther, why are you laughing? Did I say something strange?
That was just out of admiration, Hariette. How blind I was not to notice there was such a fascinating person right under my nose. You're beginning to pique my interest. I wonder just how great this potential in you can grow.
Are you alright? Stay with me!
These feel like they're the same sentence. Was that a memory of Luther's?
Did you see one of Luther's memories? But why would... Could the false pawn born from the Castrum Demonica have linked you to Luther's memory? I guess this is the kind of thing that can happen in the Akashic Records. I have a bad feeling about all this. We'd better find Hariette quickly.
We'll just stop this part here. Alrighty, thanks for watching.